What's going on, Heat Nation? Don't mind my Hurricanes unfiltered garb. I just finished watching the Heat LA Clippers game. The Miami Heat come away with a big 120-119 win on the road in Los Angeles a day after losing to the Lakers. This was a big win after having back to back losses to start the road trip. Really good performance to see, especially in the third quarter. The Miami Heat turned the game around. I tell you, that first half of basketball wasn't the prettiest. Defensively, it was very lacking. And we're going to talk about it. But yes, Miami Heat win 120-119 over the LA Clippers to improve to 4-3 on the season. Let's jump on in. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Heat Unfiltered, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. I'm your host, Rudy Rodriguez Showmont. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Ring the bell, leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on the content, man. Norman Powell makes his return to the Clipper Nation, to the Clipper world. He's on the court tonight, which was great to see after being out for 3 games with a groin issue. He had 21 points. He had the assignment, last possession of the game. It couldn't have come down to any other way. Mind you, the way it happened was kind of ridiculous because the possession before, he takes the inbound pass, clearly gets fouled by Zubac, who hits him right across the arm, reaching over him, just totally uppercuts through his arm, and then they allow it to be called a jump ball, giving the Clippers the possession, last shot of the game instead of having Norman Powell go to the free throw line for a couple of free throws that could have possibly pushed the lead to a 3-point game. Instead, Clippers get the ball. They put the ball in the hands of Kawhi Leonard. They run a screen roll on Andrew Wiggins and with Derek Jones, former Miami Heat player, guarding Norman Powell's guarding him, and Andrew Wiggins is guarding Kawhi Leonard. They run screen roll. They got Kawhi Leonard being guarded by Norman Powell. Kawhi's being guarded by Norman Powell. Obviously, there's a pretty sizable height difference there. Rather than attack the basket, Kawhi Leonard decides to go dribble drift to the right hand side. Earlier in the quarter, he had hit a 19-20 footer fading away type of shot. Kind of went the same direction, but there was someone all the way in the corner. So he couldn't get to the corner. He gets to the sideline, and smart move. Andrew Wiggins jumps over to come help with the trap because you knew that Kawhi Leonard was not going to give that ball up. He goes a little bit further over to the right. Norman Powell gets a nice contest, right, his hand right in front of the face of Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard misses the ball short to the left, and the Miami Heat come across. And it was it was a three. I think he took. Let me see what the box score says. He was either on the line or it was a three. I can't remember. I couldn't tell. Um, Three. Yeah, there was a pull up three from the right side. Why are you going for a 3-point shot down 1 point in the bonus? I don't understand that at all. It wasn't like they had to take a quick shot. He dribbled literally 15 seconds out at the top of the key. A lot of through his leg stuff. But hey, works out for the Heat. The Miami Heat come away with a 120-119 win. Norman Powell has 21 points for the Miami Heat in his return to action. He goes 6 for 10 from the field, 2 of 3 from three, 7 of 7 from the line, 21 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Bam Adebayo goes for 25 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 blocks, shoots 10 for 18 from the field, 2 for 4 from three. I like that a little bit more. Bam hit a couple of nice shots down the stretch in the final couple of minutes. He hit a nice 17-footer, then attacked the basket with his left, got fouled by Iviki Soup. What is it? His name is Iviki. I thought it was like Ivan Zubac, whatever. Zubac fouls him. He makes 2 free throws. Now, next possession, he has a little funky. He kind of gave the ball, not the greatest possession. But and then James Harden hits a ridiculous three over Norman Powell to make it 120-119. Clearly pushes off. They don't call it. It's James Harden. How else does it go? I mean, James Harden with the floppery of the floppery as usual. Gets 7 free throws. He actually led the Clippers with 29 points on 8 of 15, shooting 6 of 10 from three, 8 assists and 7 boards, while Zubac had 18 rebounds on 9 points. Derek Jones has 12 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. And Kawhi Leonard goes for 27, 4, and 4 with 4 steals and 2 blocks. It was an overall very, very solid game by the Miami Heat in the second half. The third quarter in particular, the Miami Heat outscored the Clippers 37-24 behind 10 turnovers, 17 points off of turnover. They were down double digits late in the second quarter. It wasn't looking pretty at that point. The Clippers were basically scoring at will. They scored 41 points in the quarter. Defensively, Miami looked absolutely dead in the water and terrible. They went from leading 52 to 47 midway through it was 7 minutes to go in the second quarter, and actually fell behind. So 52-47, and they end up being down 71-60. So they got outscored. What is that? 52-40, 24 to 8 over the next 6 minutes. But the Miami Heat does make a little bit of a run to finish the quarter right before the half, and Powell hits a bucket. Powell hits had an and one, and then Powell gets fouled shooting a three and hits 3 free throws, and the lead is only 71-66. The Heat open up the third quarter, and really they take the game pretty quickly. They go from, they in a blink they're up 80-79, so they outscored them 14 to 8 to start the quarter. 4 minutes in, Pele Larson made a lot of plays for the Miami Heat in this game, especially in the third quarter, forcing turnovers. Very, very active. Pele Larson actually had 7 points. He also had 3 steals and 3 assists. Today they took Kel'el Ware off of the bench. He wasn't starting today. And then, lo and behold, in his 18 minutes of play, Kel'el Ware goes for 16 points and 5 boards, along with 2 blocks, goes 6 of 8 from the field, and 2 of 2 from 3, along with a couple of free throws. Would like to have seen Kel'el Ware play some more. It seems like there is a discomfort that maybe Spoelstra has playing him with Bam at the same time. But I will repeat this once again. When you're playing Bam at center and the rest of your lineup is Wiggins, Powell, Davion Mitchell, and Pele Larson, you are playing really small ball, major small ball. The Miami Heat do lose the rebound battle 44-37, but they had 33 assists as a team. Davion Mitchell had 8 points, 9 assists. Off the bench, Jaime Jaquez only had 6 points today after having 31 yesterday. He goes 6 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. Didn't have the best shooting performance, 3 of 9, but effective in other ways nonetheless. Although he didn't play down the stretch, it was Pele Larson in the game. Simone Fontecchio goes for 11 points, 4 of 6, 204 from 3. So this was an overall very, very complete performance. But that third quarter really, really put a stamp on it. Clippers come back early in the fourth, tie the game. They came back quickly. Miami got a little bit sloppy with the ball. The 8-point lead that they had going into the fourth quarter at 103-95 disintegrated in a blink. Within 2 minutes, the game is tied. I don't know that the Clippers actually took the lead at 107-105, going on a 10-0 run. Thankfully, Nikola Jovic hits a layup to stem the tide. Andrew Wiggins hits a big top of the key 3 from 27 feet to make it 110-107. He hit another big 3 later on in the fourth quarter to make it 116-113. James Harden hits a big 3 to tie it back up, and then Bam comes up with some heroics. He hits a 15-foot pull-up jumper from the free throw line, which is the area that Bam should be taking shots from. That is the area that Bam should be shooting from, not these 25, 30-foot shots. He was more effective tonight because he wasn't jacking threes. I mean, if he takes 2 or 3 or 4, 4 would be the cap. But if he's taking 18 shots and he's taking 4, I can live with it. It's when he's taking 4 threes and he's only taking 9 shots. Like, what are you doing? So he doesn't do that tonight. But again, this was a solid second half for the Miami Heat after giving up 71 points in the first half. I mean, when you think about it, if you give up 71 points in the first half, typically you're going to lose, especially when you're the Miami Heat. I think we know that by now. You're typically going to lose. They shoot 54% from the field, 48% from 3. And the Clippers were good from the field too. They were 50% from the field and 42% from 3. But the Miami Heat get the job done. They forced 21 turnovers, which was a big thing. James Harden had 7. And Miami come away with a big 120-119 win. They finished their road trip on Wednesday in Denver before returning to action Friday in Miami against Charlotte. So let's see what happens against Denver. Be great to get a win over at Denver, make this a 2-2 road trip because I didn't have a lot. I'm gonna be real. I didn't have a lot of faith coming in tonight. A back-to-back in LA, and I didn't know if Norman Powell would play, but I'm glad to see he's back on the floor. I hope he's okay after tonight. You never know how it gets after you come back from an injury, like he's any soreness or anything like that. But glad to see this guy get a win in his return back to the Clippers. He seemed to get a very, very warm reception from everybody during the game, after the game. Even Steve Ballmer walked up to him and shook his hand. So there's obviously a great deal of respect for Norman Powell in LA after, playing how many seasons, the last 4 seasons in LA. So glad he's on our side. I want to see this guy continue to flourish here. He's averaging 24 points a game right now for the Heat. We need him on the floor, especially with Tyler Hero unavailable. And again, tonight, 21 points from Norman Powell. Miami Heat get a win. Norman Powell gets the stop to finish the night. And the Heat are in the winners column, 120 to 119 over the Clippers. That's all for tonight. Get all your Heat information right here on Heat Unfiltered. Don't mind the hat. I am a Hurricane fan, as you know. You see the background: Canes, Heat, Dolphins, and the Yankees. Of course, I'm a diehard Yankees fan. I like the Marlins too, but I'm a diehard Yankees fan. That's all we got. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel and leave your comments. Appreciate y'all as always. This is Heat Unfiltered, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. Come on now.